Oh, that's a good story.
Guild!
That dog don't hunt.
Come on, be reasonable, Joanne.
I'm the unreasonable one? Well, which one of your two faces do you want smacked first, you slippery hypocrite, after the earful you have given me about a secret backstory? This whole time, you have been a billionaire?
No, my family are billionaires. I'm a thousandaire, maybe. Well, plus the trust. I have some assets, too, but I don't touch them.
You wanna be Georgios. I cannot believe you kept this from me.
Please, I forgive me. Or don't. Just give me a sword. I'll fall on it.
That's the coward's way.
Yes, and you can tell me all about it. Oh, I'm so crappy and yellow. Just tell me about it on the private jet to Tahoe. And there I will take my lumps. I'll take all the lumps. I will be 62% lump by the time we land. Just come with me.
And what, pretend to be the lump's girlfriend, Ruby?
What am I going to do? Take the real Ruby?
We're friends.
Yes.
And you lied. And now you want me to lie for you.
No, I want you to lie with me. No, that's not what I mean.
Okay, doesn't your family deserve the truth?
Oh, come on. My family hasn't seen the truth since the mid-90s when that gardener sold a story to the gossip columnist at Forbes. They're terrible. My mother runs a foundation that provides free Botox to frumpy teens. My Aunt Helene was named Pfizer's Customer of the Year. That's not a joke. And my brother is the actual reason white people can't do the Jamaican accent anymore. My great-grandfather, he didn't even invent the bobby pin. He stole it from some immigrant seamstress. All he did was patent it. I mean, that's a huge lie. That's way bigger than this lie, if we're keeping score.
No, there will be no scoring. If you need a fake girlfriend, why not just bring out that little black book of yours?
Oh, just out of the pit? You kidding? I can't do that to a one-night stand. I need an armoire to be my armor of amour. Ooh.
Now, flattery and wordplay might work on a normal day, mister, but not today. No way, Bobby. I'm sorry, I cannot believe your name is Frank Bobby.
Well, don't believe it. It's actually Claudius Franklin Bobby the Fourth.
Claudius is your dad's name.
See, I didn't lie about that. Come on, Joe, I need your help. I know I got us into this.
No, I'm not into this. We are still at the innocent misunderstanding part of the story, and I could eject myself from the narrative right now. Just let me.
No, just think about it. Keep an open mind. Don't say no just yet, okay?
Wow, you really think you can talk me into this?
Well, maybe I could make it worth your while. Somehow.
Don't think I've ever been bribed before. Not that I would take a bribe.
Bribe? Come on, it's not a bribe. It's an exchange of favors. Like, when you host a fundraiser for a senator and they pass a bill for you.
That is a bribe.
No, my family does that all the time.
Don't you hate your family?
Not because of that.
Okay, well, don't debase yourself too much.
Oh, I'm going to debase myself so much. You're going to love it. I'm going to crawl around on the ground like a worm. I'm just going to be like...
You're going to pump up debase?
Oh, yeah, get acids out of there. It's all going to be debasing. Find the stairs. We're going to debasement.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, and you're a saint. Oh, come on, beautiful. Get those cans on and tell me your favorite restaurant. But not now, because you're on air. You're on air. Go.
Hi. Good night, cuties, and welcome to Josie's Lonely Hearts Club. I'm your host, Josie Heller. Let's spend the night together. I've been keeping score. Now, I don't usually do this, but it has come to my attention that I have scratched your back an awful lot over the years. Tonight, I am officially calling in a favor. A personal favor. You wouldn't begrudge me one eensy-weensy little favor, would you? Between us pals? I knew it. This isn't transactional, what you and I have. It's transformational. And an IOU is not a quid pro quo. No strings attached here, pop it. Party favors? Fun for the benefit of all. What about sexual favors? You don't give those out willy-nilly to Willie and Nellie, do you? No. Favors aren't chores. They're gifts. You give them because you want to, out of the kindness of your heart, and because they deserve it. Now, I am of the belief that favors shouldn't be dangled like car keys over a bassinet. They are given freely. Are we feeling generous this evening? Because I know I am. Let's park our magnanimous asses in the window seat and show off our good sides. Looks like you're on the list, my desert stars. 505-555-KDNM gets you behind the velvet rope. You're welcome. Frank, do me a solid. Bring in our first caller.
All right. Doing us the favor of going first, we have Kendall calling in from Santa Rosa.
Kendall from Santa Rosa, welcome to the show.
Hey, Josie. Long-time listener, first-time caller, know what I mean?
Okay. What's up? What seems to be the problem, Kendall?
My wife Clara and I, we had this whole thing where to help keep the house tidied up and also spice up the marriage a little bit, she got the idea to introduce a chore wheel where we trade chores for sexual favors. And
Oh, I like that.
you and me both, Josie. I was all for it.
Okay.
It started pretty simply enough. I'd do some dishes and we'd make out on the couch,
Oh,
like
yeah.
teenagers. The cleaner our house got, the dirtier the bedroom became. The other day, I was in the Home Depot. Somebody in the cleaning aisle, they spilt a little tub of bleach. And I smelled it, and Josie, I have never been so horny in a Home Depot in my entire life. It was a problem.
Okay.
But then I noticed we were getting into the weeds in terms of our sexual knowledge. So that's when we started getting real weird with it, Josie. One of the things that she suggested we could try is that if I finished the shelf in the living room, she would hunt me for sport.
Your house must be spotless for you to have bypassed all the steps, all the bases, all the jobs, all the positions to go to hunting. Am I right that you had to exhaust a lot of extracurriculars?
I feel like the only thing we haven't done is gone to Disneyland and had cowgirl sex in one of the top quad turrets of the Millennium Falcon. But if we do that, we're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
I want to return to a healthy balance between the maintenance of the home and the bedroom.
The French maid fantasy.
We've
is
already
a big
burned
one.
through the French maid thing.
Nuts.
About a month ago, I'm leaning over this DIY project that both my wife and I are working on. We're trying to create a his and hers vibrating suits. Picture a Hitachi magic wand, but everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, Josie, I learned electrical engineering.
Wow. My.
Last thing you want is to be electrocuted while doing the nasty.
You must be hemorrhaging cash, Kendall.
Oh,
How are you supporting all of these DIY projects?
so my wife and I, we both have excellent jobs.
I love that.
We are in horrific debt. I used to be so vanilla, Josie. You know, we could just enjoy some nice missionary sex in the bedroom, each reach completion,
Right.
have a great time, and then go back into the living room and watch the Great British Baking Show, and we'd be happy.
It sounds like you have a calling, Kendall. You have, by force of will, through this love play, through this transactional game, discovered layers and layers of talents that never would have come out. You might be a sexual Nikola Tesla. This suit of yours, what if it captures the market? What if you become a pioneering force in teledildonics? And once that happens, well, it won't be tied to cleaning anymore because it'll be your livelihood. And then you're going to come home and say, babe, I have been dealing with laser-powered nipple clamps that are operated by satellite. Can I just get a handy? Do you know?
Holy Lord, Josie, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to be honest, I have a whole notebook full of blueprints. That suit doesn't even scratch the surface of it. I have what can only be described as a Jeep. I have an engine that is powered by KY jelly. It burns petroleum in such a way that sex jelly makes it move. This could revolutionize the whole transportation industry. And everything inside this Jeep is dicks. The shifter's a dick. The steering wheel is a dick. The wheels are all dicks.
Wow.
And I have been ashamed of this until just now.
And you know what? I almost don't want you to tell me anything else because we have listeners. I think you need to beat them to the patent office.
Please don't say beat.
Post haste.
Yes, Josie.
Kendall, go, you genius.
All right, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna chew on some bark for 15
Yes.
minutes, and then I'm gonna go to the patent office and I'm gonna scream at them. My wife's gonna be so proud of me, but I'm gonna tell her to cool it.
Okay.
Oh, Josie,
Attaboy. Get out of here, Kendall. Go take it by storm.
I'm going, Josie.
Frank, I think we've just heard a little history in the making.
So are the seatbelts also dicks?
No, the seatbelts must be foreskins.
Coming up next, we have Oliver from McGill, Nevada.
Oliver from McGill, welcome to the show.
Hi, Josie. So I'm in this kind of weird place right now. I've got a really close friend. We met doing bar trivia, and this was 10 years we've known each other. You know, he's a little better off than me, but for the whole time we've known each other, he would always just cover whatever we were doing. He would just pay for it. I was actually over at his place the other night, and he was like, oh, by the way, I have something for you. And he went over to his computer and printed out an itemized bill. I thought he was joking.
I would have, yeah.
He wants, hang on, I've got it right here. $12,357.
The absolute nerve.
This is insane. Okay, so that's what kind, okay, he said he'd figure it out. It's been 10 years, like he didn't do anything.
You've tried to interject.
Right.
He's been shutting you down. This is pretty manipulative. And look, I want to be sympathetic. Maybe he's in a crazy amount of debt right now, was too proud to admit it, and needed to keep up appearances. Now it's coming out in a bad way because the rubber's hitting the road. Do you know if it might be something like that?
I mean, his behavior is not any different. He's still being a good friend.
So it's just an invoice. Remit payment within 60 days, thanks, your buddy.
90 days, but yeah. It's,
how generous of him.
I don't even know how to ask, like, hey, what happens when I can't pay you $12,000? I'm sorry.
That is not a legally binding document. Your friend can't hold you to this.
I guess not, but also, like, he's honestly, like, one of the best friends I've ever had. Like, when my wife and I were, like, going through a really rough patch and...
Oh, gosh.
I needed a place to stay, and he gave me his couch. Like, the whiplash from this is...
Hey, Frank, can you reach into your coffers and just lend this guy $12,000? I think it'd... Are you kidding me? I had to try.
I'm literally in his wedding party, and he pulls this on me. Thing is, I feel like I'm going crazy here.
Oh, I bet. This is your friend we're talking about.
Yes!
You guys have been through thick and thin together, I assume.
Absolutely. What, like, the crazy thing is, I ran this by some of the other guys in this wedding party, and most of them are saying, yeah, this is up.
Okay.
2 of them were like, what's the problem? He's giving you an invoice. This is, like, clearly he needs help. And I don't know how to say to them, like, it's $12,000.
Yes, it is $12,000. It's just icky. And I think that's what you have to explain to your friend. You got to say, hey, bud, what have we been doing for a decade?
He'll be like, whoa, you're getting kind of emotional. And I'll be like, yeah, because you're trying to extort me.
I don't think he can hold you to that.
He's a really good guy. And, like, we get, I don't know, we get each other. And I don't, is it just like, I don't feel gotten. I don't feel like he gets me right now. Is that what it is?
I mean, weddings are a really confusing time.
Yeah.
It's always more expensive than you think it's going to be. This might be him trying to wrangle some sense of control back into it. Here's where you can be a friend. You be his rock. You say, hey, bud, whatever you're going through right now, let's talk it out. I can't give you money right now. Let's set the boundary and let's talk about how I can pay you back.
Set that line, right? Kind of set the boundary.
Ooh, I could never pay you back for the friendship you've given me. That's priceless. This document is cheap. Your friendship is dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, he just texted me.
Oh?
He wants my opinion about flowers.
Carnations. Pretty cheap. Ollie, have a great night.
Thank you.
Okay, wishing you all the best. Listen, cuties, call us Baskin Robbins. We've got 31 favors, one for every day of the month. But you know what? That doesn't keep the lights on. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors.
And we're out. So you're saying you don't want to ride in a private jet, all caviar and champagne? That's got to be worth a little fibbing.
My mom always said, little eyes will swarm like flies.
Does she like private jets?
There is a whole other aspect to this thing that you are not acknowledging. You aren't just asking me to lie. You want me to pretend to be someone else's girlfriend.
Not someone else's. Me, mine. I mean, you're my friend. You're a girl. It's barely a lie. You didn't put that together. It's not like there's going to be a physical demonstration.
It's not fair to Alex. Just conceptually, she's my girlfriend. I don't think she'd appreciate you asking me to do this.
I thought you might say that.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
Frankie Panky, what's good?
Hey, Alex. Another day above ground. How's Prague?
Well, another 4-hour meeting, but great views and primo coffee. Is my cutie there? It should be... Wait, aren't you on air?
Yeah. Just a quick question. What do you think JoJo should wear to Thanksgiving? She's in a tizzy, and I know you know.
What's the vibe?
Oh, it's fancy pantsy, but trying to look effortlessly casual.
Nothing longer than 3/4 length sleeves so they don't go in the food. Something burgundy. It'll go so well with the earrings I got her. Check out that boutique in West Mesa.
So now you're lying to Alex.
What's he lying about? Ruby.
Conspiracy? You got to her.
Do you see what I'm dealing with here, Allie?
Joanne, you're getting cold feet.
No, there's no cold feet. I didn't even
Because I think
agree.
it's so cool that you're doing this. It's like you're a spy, actually. We're definitely going to play with that when I get home. Oh, I have to meet my contact here in Prague. Have fun, Ruby. Love you.
Love you. Okay, don't think this changes a thing. I'm still not doing it.
Yeah, sure. You say so. We can talk after the show.
The stone's
5, 4,
on you.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, cuties. We are talking about calling in those favors. Face it, whoever you are, somebody somewhere owes you something. Frank?
Our next call for help comes from Emma from Santa Fe.
Emma from Santa Fe, welcome to the show.
Well, listen, Josie, so it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a pretty rough year for me. I only just moved to Santa Fe, I'm new, and, it's been really hard to make friends as an adult, and, you know, it's even harder to meet guys. I work at a law firm, I got a stable income, I got a rockin' bod, I'm kind, I'm a hard worker, and I'm just looking for a rich man with a really good job that can give me the life that I need, and especially right now, because, you know, I got this procedure coming up.
Oh.
You know, I realize I don't have anybody to go with me to the doctor, and it's really sad.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you for calling in, and also welcome, neighbor. I'm not going to pry, but I do wish you all the best for this procedure. I'm so sorry.
Don't even worry about it. I mean, it's not, my life's not in danger. I'm getting vaginal rejuvenation surgery. You know, when I get so excited, I pee a little bit. I gotta get that fixed, you know, especially if I want to meet a guy. You know, it's a tighten, it's a lift, and it's gonna take me out a couple weeks, but after that, I'll be rejuvenated, and so will my lady bits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're really taking some me time. That's just fantastic. Whatever makes you feel your best, your most attractive self. Have you had trouble meeting men since you've moved?
I've had trouble meeting competent men that can pay for dinner. You know, there's plenty of them. It's just whether they, you know, have things going for them, whether they can afford it, you know. And really, Josie, I gotta ask you a favor. I feel like you could help me here. Do you know anybody? Oh, you know what? Is Frank single?
Well, you know what? I do not regret to inform you that,
Wait, Joanne!
What?
My family might be listening to the show. You can't want them to know that I'm single.
Gotcha. Right, but so you're not interested? You don't want a rejuvenated...
Hello? He's still there, Josie?
Oh, hi. Sorry, Emma. Just, had to let in the cleaners.
Oh, sure.
You know, it does sound like you're looking for a real unicorn, and gosh, I happen to know that Frank is off the market.
Oh.
Wait, Joanne, what are you doing?
What?
I mean, this could be perfect. Don't just throw her out.
Okay. So wait. So keep her interested, but
no,
don't.
just feed her.
Okay. Hey, but you know what? Hey, Emma, sorry about that. The cleaner didn't know where the broom closet was. This is the problem with. Right. Running a small business, you got to wear all of the hats. But, you know, who's to say that somebody who has a relationship can't also chauffeur a lady in need to an elective vaginal reconstruction surgery?
You know what?
Joanne, you're making me out to be a cheater? Come on, my family's listening to this.
Frank, you are asking for something bespoke and on the fly. I am not a short order cook here. I'm not a miracle worker. Hang on.
I think that's too much to ask for.
I happen to know that there are plenty of eligible folks in Santa Fe, and you are not just one of them. We're going to put out a clarion call, an APB. Let's find you a rich chauffeur who is going to break in that kitty.
So glad you said that. You know, I never thought about the fact that people would be interested in that specifically. You know, you've inspired me. I think I'm going to get out there and try to even find him.
Josie, what are you doing? You got to walk her down.
What is it, Frank? She's making a breakthrough.
God, I know, but look, she could be the perfect solution to my problem right now. And you just set her out there. Like, you got to rope her down.
Oh, fine. Let's see what I can do.
My
Emma?
I mean, I gotta use it somehow, right?
Emma,
And
sorry, just had a quick realization that for a procedure like this, you actually are supposed to be rested. So just don't exhaust yourself right now after the operation. I mean, hit...
Oh my God! After the operation, I will be on the prowl. I mean, like I said, I have been peeing myself quite a bit recently, and I do have many, many, many UTI medications that I need to, catch up on. But you know what? After that, I just can't wait. Oh, I'm so... thank you.
Wait, actually, you know what? Josie.
What, Frank?
The UTI thing just kind of grossed me out a little bit. You know what, Pass?
Excuse you. Do you know how many women get UTIs? That is a very common occurrence. How dare you?
I'm just saying she seems to be peeing herself off of...
She's not going to pee herself after
I have standards, Joanne. Throw the fish back. Throw the fish back.
Get Frank on the phone. I mean, oh
Emma?
my God.
Emma.
Huh?
Hey, I am so happy that you are so excited and the enthusiasm for your new life.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you're such a ball of energy and you're such a little firecracker.
Oh, you.
I think that you can walk into any room in any building in Santa Fe and nab yourself a guy.
Oh, Josie, do you really think so?
You can do this.
Oh my God.
Go out there and forge a path and blaze a trail and stay away from some trampolines.
Oh, you know I will.
Good. And if you come up empty, well, then give us a call.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much, Josie. I'm so excited. I'm going to buy a new pair of shoes. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Say hi to Frank for me. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Oh, my goodness. Hey, who else?
You okay? You need a second?
Yeah, I'm fine. The cleaners just had a question and I just got a little,
So coming up next, we have Joni calling in from Steamboat Springs.
Joni from Steamboat Springs. It sounds like an amusement park. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Josie. I really appreciate you having me because I am in some desperate need of advice here. I'm a woodworker, and so I attend local markets to sell things I've built. And a woman came to my stall, and she complimented my work, and we hit it off right away. Her name was Melinda, and I think it's safe to say that sparks were flying, and not just from my jigsaw.
Keep the sparks away from the wares, they're flammable.
So a few days later, we were just grabbing coffee. We talked for like 5 hours. I mean, we talked about everything. She's a Pisces. She has a peanut allergy. In the coffee shop, there were these floating shelves she loved. I know how to make those and make them flame resistant. Josie, everything about this woman lit me up. And then she shared that she previously only dated men, but she's always been interested in dating women.
Huh?
I thought it would be a red flag, but to be honest, it really turned me on that I could be her first, But that's also a lot of responsibility. At like hour 2, I was falling in love with this woman. Do you believe in love at first sight? I mean, is that crazy?
It's not crazy. I absolutely believe that there are connections that take root instantaneously and then they can blossom. It's just a matter so I would feel bad if Melinda was just sort of on a lark, trying something out, and you were emotionally invested, and she might not be.
Well, it's funny you say that, Josie, because we've hung out a few more times. But every time we hang out, it's been in sort of like big groups, and it doesn't feel romantic. So about, a week and a half ago, I decided to do a grand gesture so I surprised her with some custom floating shelves, just like we saw at the coffee shop. Yeah, I showed up at her place, and she was so happy. She kissed me right on my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even tell you, Josie,
Right.
It was like my soul was screaming, yes, 1,000 times, yes. I start to slip out of my top. Instead of looking at me, though, Melinda just sort of like walks over the wall and she really studies it. And she's like, Joni, do you know how to mount a TV? So one thing leads to another, and then we're at Ace Hardware, which on the one hand, I'm not opposed to. It's kind of a great date. But on the other hand, I was thinking that, something different might be happening. And so then over the next week, I'm fixing her cabinets, I'm mounting her TV, I'm painting her bathroom, and I try and spice things up, Josie. I sext her, a picture of me in a compromising position with my cock gun, because, historically she likes but she doesn't even care about that. She just texts back, "Do you think you can recock my windows?" So I'm calling because I don't know if I have a girlfriend or if I'm just an unpaid laborer. The only thing getting screwed is her TV mount.
Gosh.
I'm nailing her gallery wall instead of her. Yeah, the only bits getting drilled are my drill bits, if you get the picture.
I do. And you know what? Joni, I'm incensed.
Thank you.
It's exploitative on so many levels because you have made it clear that you have feelings and she is just stringing you along with the hope of one day, it would be fun. You know what I've thought about? Oh, great. Well, you know what? Put the money on the table.
Yeah, is she even a lesbian? Look, do you think she even really wants to do that with me?
I don't know, and I can tell you that her actions are calling that into question. For sure.
Well, do you think there's an ethical way to test her? Like, is there some sort of lesbian multiple choice quiz I could give her? Because, none of the telltale signs are there, but I don't want to judge her because...
Joni, you sound like a dedicated, talented, emotionally honest, and committed individual, and anybody would be lucky to have you. And that's the thing, you're getting all the tease and none of the payoff. Whereas you know who's getting everything they want? Melinda. Melinda sounds like she's getting exactly what she wants and for nothing. For the bandwidth it takes for her to flirt with you and string you along. And I think you've got more self-respect than that, don't you, my dear? You gotta lay it out there. You gotta say, Melinda, I'm crazy about you. I can't hold it in anymore. This is either going to happen or it's not. And if it's not, you got to pay me. But otherwise, I will pack up most, but not all, of my power tools.
I absolutely love what I'm hearing, Josie. I got to go. I got to get to Melinda right now. I got to tell her the jigsaw is up, babe. I'm coming, and I hope you're about to come too.
There you go.
Thank you, Josie. This is amazing.
Ooh, love it. Gonna gut renovate that ass, yes. Gold star, girl. So, I don't want to throw a wrench into things, Frank, but who else have we got waiting in the wings?
Josie, I'm afraid we're screwed by Father Time, because that's the end of the show.
Well, I think we nailed it today. Listen, cuties, it has been such a wonderful time, as always, with you at the Lonely Hearts Club. But keep your hot little hands off that dial. We aren't done yet. If you hang in, we've got another piece of programming, and it's coming up. It's coming up, and it is called Heyo Halos.
Heyo Halos. Join Christian philosopher Sam Pardis as he introduces all the cool kids out there to the concept of the afterlife. Watch him go into preschools across this nation of ours, and sometimes for the first time introduce 4 or 5-year-olds to the concept of death, and an inspiring, uplifting, hilarious journey as he answers questions such as, wait, so is everyone gonna die? So you can rest in peace listening to Heyo Halos, coming up next on KDNM and KBXB.
It's new to the programming, folks. Night-night, cuties.
Good show, Joe. As always, just absolutely inimitable insights, care, warmth. That bit with the Jeep made of...
Okay, what's it worth to you?
My undying devotion?
Your family's loaded like nachos, and you need my help. What's it worth to you?
You would cheapen our friendship by bringing money into this?
$25,000.
Where'd you pull that from?
Actually, I panicked and thought of the biggest number I could think of.
The biggest number? Joe, 10 years ago, I might have had that much on me, but I'm not like Richie Moneybags anymore. I haven't even talked to Richie since the SEC put him on house arrest. Be reasonable.
You be reasonable. You're asking a lot of me.
Okay. You want a spa day? I can get you a spa day. Ooh, pedicures.
From $25,000 to a pedicure, hell of a counter offer, Frank.
10 pedicures. A punch card's worth. That's 11.
I want my own foot spa. Give a girl a pedicure, you soften her for a day. Teach a girl to pedicure, you soften her for life. One of those infrared ones with a Shih Tzu massager in it. Why do you think they call it that?
Because you're arresting your dogs?
Oh, right. That totally makes sense. So, foot spa.
Okay.
And $5,000. Unmarked, small, non-sequential bills. And don't even think about putting that blue inky thing in there.
Joe, I don't have it. I mean, I do, but not without touching my savings. Can I just buy you dinner or something?
That feels like small potatoes. You could be my butler.
You get that from the Brady Bunch?
Yeah. You have to give me the pedicures, too. All 11 of them. Cuticles, pumice, 3 coats of polish, the whole 9 for my widow piggies. Wash the dishes, scare off the raccoons. For a month. A whole month.
I am not touching your feet.
Well, then I'm not holding your hand.
2 weeks. But you have to wow the family.
Obviously.
Fine. Deal. I am sure you're going to dazzle them.
Okay, that was a fine print kind of voice.
Oh, then by all means, let me up the typeface. My family has old money standards, and they will be expecting Ruby Placeholder to be finished.
Finished? And I'm not?
You have a leaf in your hair.
I thought there was a coupon under a bush outside.
Fine, we'll call you half-baked.
Like the ice cream?
Jeez, we only have 13 days till Thanksgiving.
So, what now?
Well, we have to get you back in the oven. We're going to make you civilized.
Hot. Go home and pack a bag.
Excuse me?
Butlers are live-in help. You should know that. You can sleep on the floor, homie.
We'll do it at my place. Go pack your bag. I will pack your bag. Madam.
Quite so. Now, toodle along and attend to those credits, and I shall expect my chauffeur out front presently. I've got a butler. I've got a butler. I've got a butler. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, nonny, nonny, a butler hat.
Maybe I can get Greg to do it. Josie's Lonely Hearts Club was created by Maximilian Clark and Rachel Music. Our story editor is Aliza Brugger. This week's Cuties involved the talents of Patrick Harvey, Ross Childs, Meghan Falcone, Hannah Schooner. Next couple episodes are bound to get crazy, so if you want to get them without ads, you can join our Patreon. For more information on that, you can go to goodstoryguild.co. Hey, you're listening, you like the show. Do your friends listen to the show? Do us a favor and force them against their will. All right, I'm gonna go pack Josie's bags. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work real good. Come on, Horatio.